Um, Hello everyone. So today we'll be talking about glass cliff. So glass cliff is a term which is commonly used nowadays. So what it is used, it is generally used for women in first place, and it is used for women when they are pushed into a position, when they are given a position, when the company is going into crisis, that the company is making losses or it is about to shut down. At that time, a woman is put forward, woman is put into a leadership position, made a CEO or made the head of the company and given the opportunity to lift the company up, or you may say on the other hand, to be the person who is to be blamed for all of the losses, all of the failures that the company has offered. So the term's definition is it is a phenomena where women executives are appointed during times of company stir oil when the risk of failure is greatest. That is when the company is in the shatters, when it is about to shut down. At that point of time, a woman is put into the leadership position and told to turn the company into profitable company. Some of the key points to be noted during the process is that this is done to blame the woman employee. That is, placing a woman in this position gives the company someone to blame if she fails to put the company out of it. So when the company is about to fail, and when the company is not making profit, and they are sure that okay, the company is about to shut down, so they're putting a woman into that position so that when the company shut down, they can say that okay, it was run by a woman, that is why it failed. So the first point is that. The second one is good reputation. So when a woman is put into such a good high position, which is very rare, so when a woman is put into a high position, that is made a CEO, it would gives a very good image of the company as well. That is okay, this company is empowering women, but they don't know the backside of the story. That why is she put in that situation? She is put in that situation because when the company fails, they can say, okay, it was done by a woman and she is not good enough, because women are not good in leadership skills, women are not good in handling people and making big decisions, risky decisions. That is why the company failed and she is to be blamed for it. So, uh, just to have an image that okay, the company is empowering women, and these steps are taken. And also uh, these steps are very delicate in nature, because a woman would never want to down such an opportunity given to her. So she would, because such opportunities are given very rarely to a woman. So because of that, it is very hard for a woman to turn down these requests. The second one is we are looking into the real life examples how this glass cliff situation came into place. One of the examples from Lucent Technologies, which is done by Patricia Russo. So she was the CEO from 2002 when the company was in ruins. It was suffering a serious slumps and it was about to close down. So for 3 years she worked continuously for the company. And when the company finally started to make profit in 2006, she was replaced by a male man. So here we can see how the situation is and how this advantage or disadvantage, you can say, is given to a woman. The second one is of Indra Nooyi, who was the CEO, ex-CEO of PepsiCo. So she grabbed this opportunity when this opportunity was given to her, that okay, the company is in ruins and you are given the leadership position. She grabbed this opportunity. She worked for the company for around 12 years, and from that he made the company's net profit from 2 billion to 7 billion. So she was the chairperson of the board of directors as well. For your information, it is mandatory according to a company's law to have one chairperson as a female. But right now, the total of all percentage of the women being chairperson of India is around 7%, which is very wrong. So this is the scenario currently in India, where chairpersons, which is mandatory